Kia ora koutou. Here we are at part 4 in the Putting in the Mahi video series, Review Activities. Review activities are anything that you can do to review your learning. Check in to see what you've learned so far and decide what you'd like to learn next. In the video about the concept of learning called Use It or Lose It, I talked about the forgetting curve and about how if you don't review new learning after you've received it, that the majority of it may be lost. The activities in this video are just a few simple ideas on how to manage that. Review activities are also a great way to check in with yourself, figure out what you already know and what you want to work on next. Here are the few review activities that I'll be talking about in this video. The first one is a new template that I've just put together, some online activities, fun with flashcards, self or peer reviews, and one of my all-time favourites, traffic lights. The first review activity is a nice simple one, mōhio hia hia ako. You might be familiar with the English version of this, which is the KWL chart, standing for know, want to know, and learn. The kupu Māori are mōhio, to know, where you would probably write down all the things you remember about the topic you're learning. Hia hia, to want. You might use this column to write down some of the information you still want to work on, or the things you know you would still like to know. The last column is ako, to learn, which is all about what you would like to learn next, about the near future, or maybe your next steps. Here's one that I filled in as an example. In the mōhio column, I've written that I understand 2 of the different types of rere mahi. In the hia hia column, I've talked about how I still need to work on rere mahi whiako. And in the ako column, I've written about wanting to learn how to negate these types of sentences. It's always good to know what you know what you want to know, and then know your next steps. It puts you in charge of your learning, which is a powerful thing. You can download these topics on the Tukua Te Reo website. Plus, you can download the example as well. So review activities don't necessarily have to be done with pen and paper. There's heaps of great online resources, and here's just a few. Online quizzes such as Quizlet and Kahoot are a fun way to review the learning, and the brilliant thing is you can do it anywhere and anytime you like. YouTube is a great place to watch videos about the kaupapa that you're learning about too. I've put together some accounts for all 3 of these platforms. All of the activities are based on my videos, so I'm hoping that means you'll find them helpful when you're looking for new ways to review or practice your learning. There's also the Tukua Te Reo website, which has all of these resources on it as well. I also have a Google Classroom where you can download all the resources you see in these videos. There's a link to the classroom here in the YouTube Tukua Te Reo channel. All of these resources are free of charge and available to the public. Now we come to the section about self or peer reviews. These are just tools for you to measure yourself against a set of levels to see where you're at. This one is a Māori language learner disposition self-review tool to see where you sit along this continuum. It's about how you feel about speaking Te Reo Māori. The elements of the review are in green down the left-hand side, and the levels are across the top, ranging from reluctant in red to fearless in yellow. You can do these alone or with a learning buddy, or you can make up your own. Another way to do a self or peer review is with flashcards. The cards have a question on the one side and the answer on the other. Work with a buddy to show each other one side of the card and check their answers, or you can use these for anything like meanings of words, sentence structures, translation activities, basically anything. I've got a blank flashcard set on the website, or you can just use pieces of paper. Making your own flashcards is an excellent way to study too. If you don't feel like printing or making flashcards, have a look at the Tuku Te Reo Quizlet. Okay, so here we have the traffic light self-review tool. This is a quick and simple way to figure out where you're up to with a given topic. Much like the MHA template, this one is based on 3 levels and uses the traffic light to show how you rate yourself using go, slow, and whoa. This one helps you look a bit closer at the topics you feel confident in the green light zone, topics you feel less confident in and want to get better at in the orange light zone, and the topics you want to keep working on in the red light zone. So there you have it. Some fun, easy ways to review your learning, beat the forgetting curve. Beating the forgetting curve is easier than you think when you've got these sorts of tools at your fingertips. I hope you decide to use some of these, and please let me know how you get on. Kia kaha koutou mā. Kia ora.